Hi guys, so you can see I'm driving a Volvo, right? But like all Volvo these days, look at the XC90. XC90 has like what, 407 horsepower and 614 Newton meters of torque. This guy here has 253 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. What that means is that this car is relentless in the way it pulls. Look at it. Alright, so this is the V40 T5 Polestar. So this is Volvo's official performance division, Polestar. And it's fitted with Polestar suspension, Polestar body kits, Polestar rims, lightweight rims in fact. Alright, a Polestar exhaust system and tuning. So the power goes up from 245 horsepower to 253. And damn, this car is fast, way. Even though it comes with that Polestar suspension, there is a good level of composure because I have a very good benchmark. The other day I drove the C250 Coupe with AMG rims and body kits. You know, that car was so stiff, man. You'll be like bopping around along this road, driven on the same road. And that one has 19-inch wheels as well. This one has 19-inch wheels as well. And I felt that this is better in terms of how the body control is, but the steering is nowhere near as agile as that Mercedes. And of course, this being a front-wheel drive with 400 Newton meters of torque, you get torque steer. You get torque steer. Definitely get torque steer. It's a bit understeery there. Oh my god, the car pulls me. It's a very fast car. It is fast. The steering could have had the turning circle is quite big, right? And the steering wheel itself is big. So if you're talking about going ulu yam or whatever, right? There's a bit of work needed in terms of the steering because it is not a very fast rack, I shall say. And then there's still a little bit of body roll, little bit, but maybe that's with a, you know, you need that. I mean, a well-tuned suspension allows some form of body roll for real roads. Why? Because it gives you enough traction. If it is just stiff all the way, right, you will lose traction. Okay, so yeah. Oh, see, at slow speeds, you get torque steer. Very aggressive car. And it has that mechanical hiss, which is quite something, you know. It's very special. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but when you're driving fast in this car, right, the mechanical hiss is a bit like it's a very unique sound. And wow, I'm amazed. It's not the most composed car out there, but then people don't know you are driving something special because it's a freaking sleeper. It looks exactly like the normal V40 except the rims. Alright, only a Volvo connoisseur can be able to tell the difference. Like our editor, Mr. Keegan, he's a big Volvo fan and he can tell everything about this car. And not bad. And you look at it, this car, right, even in T5 guys, it is sold at 180 something thousand. If you add up all these Polestar components, all these really costly stuffs like the suspension, the springs, you know, the rims and everything, the body kit and all that, and the tuning and all that, right, you only arrive at 240 grand. Okay, so you think about it this way: if you were to buy a Volvo V40 and you tune it outside, anyone out there, to this level of performance, you might spend more or about the same, you know. So this is stock standard from Volvo, and Polestar comes with it. You get warranty, and it's 253 horsepower, 400 Newton meters of torque. If you put aside the Mercedes AMG variants, the AMG A45, you know, the CLA 45, the GLA 45, you put them aside, and then you have special versions like the Golf R and all that, right? This bugger here at 240-ish thousand is more powerful than the 330i. It is more powerful than the new Audi 2-liter Quattro TFSI. That one has 252 horsepower, only 1 horsepower less than this, but it comes with only 370 Newton meters of torque. This guy gets 400. 400 is the kind of torque you get from a 3-liter turbocharged BMW back then, you know, the 135i's and all that. They get 400-ish, you know. So it's pretty amazing. And yeah, 400 Newton meters of torque for this little car here. Of course, all that torque channeled through the front wheels will mean there's a bit of torque steer. But like I reviewed the Mazda MPS way back then, it's nice to have a little bit of that because it gives the car character. It makes the car feel special. And this car feels special only when you drive it. When you look at it, you are sitting inside. Apart from the shifter that is different, the gear shifter, I'm not sure if you're able to see it. The gear shifter, this is different from the stock standard V40. It's a Polestar shifter. And then on the doors, you get to see a little bit of Polestar stuff. And that's it. That's all about it. That's all you can tell, that this is a special Volvo V40. And it's a sleeper. Imagine you're on the highway, you know, driving, just a Volvo, unassuming and all that. Boom! You are tailgating a 328i, you know, or 330i. Pedal shifters. The steering is standard, comfortable, saloon size steering. Not so much a hot hatch steering, which is slightly smaller, slightly faster rack. So they could have, I don't know, they could have increased the ratio of the steering so that it steers faster. Like the C-Class coupe I drove the other day, super fast steering. It's like, but a bit fidgety, but that gives the car character. And I would say, in terms of the suspension, we're not expecting super comfortable suspension from a car that is tuned by Polestar. You know it's for performance. The suspension will be harder than the normal ones, but not by a big margin. And in terms of body control, how the suspension reacts with the car, it feels better than the C250 coupe the other day. That car, you know, bips and bobbles around. This one is alright. So it's very much controlled. You can say that it behaves a bit like all the Subaru STI variants, or in terms of suspension, dampening and all that, or the Renault Megane RS. It's not as bad as not as hard as the FD2 Type R. But these are the type of cars that, you know, is meant for performance. And the good thing about this car, good and bad, some people were like, hey, where's all the little winglets, where's all the stickers, blah blah and all that, to shout out this is a Polestar variant. No, that's not very Swedish, right? So it's a sleeper from outside. It looks clean, it looks unassuming, but if you can tell, that little spoiler at the back with 2 little flaps, this is a Polestar variant. Okay, we're gonna have a look at the interior and the exterior, and then I think the driving part is sort of done. It's fast. You get a little bit of top steer, slow speeds, a bit of steering angle, and you get top steer. And the brakes are moderate. I wouldn't say the brakes are super good, but they're not bad. But of course, I would love to have more bite, because that would mean that I can, if I go track days, right, I can accelerate quickly and then brake quickly and then accelerate again. You know, I don't need to spend so much time braking in halting. But this is not a track car either, alright? So the brakes are fine. Sound insulation, normal driving is alright, but when I go full throttle, you hear it just now, right? The mechanical hiss, and then with the grumble from the exhaust, you know, and that gives it, you know, it's not the usual sound that we hear, you know, not the usual one. It's a bit special. And what do? You get a nice small hatchback that is safe, comfortable, sporty looking, very powerful, and very unassuming. You know, it's not like you're driving a Mercedes A45 with all the body kits out there. You know, it's not something like that. It is a fast car. It's a sleeper, and can drive normally, comfortably. There we are inside the Volvo V40. All right, so you get this. All right, a digital speedo. Right, you get pedal shifters. This is still the same very familiar steering wheel that you get. All right, I have to say Volvo build qualities are super solid, man. Very nice throughout the entire cabin. Everything feels very substantial, very high quality. I mean, I love the interior design. It's very, simple, functional. All right, the form always follows function. Okay, all this material surfacing is fantastic. All these metal surfaces is nice. Everything is nice in here. So you get blind spot warning, cruise control, automatic braking, all the safety stuff that Volvo was the very first to come up with. And the leather in this car is very plush. All right, it's soft and plush, but there's a certain firmness inside here. So it feels good. Again, this is the type of grey on black, black on grey interior where Malaysians like, because every time we see a light color interior, we'll be like, ooh, it's gonna be get dirty and all that. You get a Polestar gear knob. All right, so you get that little nice Polestar badge there. The gear knob feels comfortable, but I'm not sure if it's the best looking gear knob, out there. I think everyone should go the BMW type. They look super awesome. Okay, decent size glove box, a lot of hard plastic here, but it's solid. It's not the flimsy type. Rubber coated here, nice. Okay, the user manual is up there. It's quite deep. Let me show it to you. Now you can tell how deep it is, right? You can put it straightways. So yeah, quite good. I never thought of that. Alright, the door pockets, let me show it here. Okay, so these are the door pockets. This piece of plastic is really hard, but there are no sharp edges, so it's alright, it's good enough, but it's not the most high quality door card that I've seen. Now, it's not full length. I mean, if you watch my reviews, you know that I always encourage car makers to do full length door bins. It's not full length. But the opening is wide enough. But however, even if the opening is wide enough, you can't put a big bottle here. The Shell water bottle with that nozzle, you can't really fit that in. It's not maximum you can fit 500 ml, mineral water. All right. So there's a little compartment here. Let me show you. Just nice for your smart tag. All right. So there's the compartment. There's the fuse. Is that the fuse? I'm not sure. Alright. Can open the boot here, automatic headlamps and all that. Okay, so this is also the same waterfall dash design where you can put stuff behind here. But yeah, you can put some stuffs there. See, our editor Keegan is a Volvo fan. He has a V40. Alright. Now the cup holders. There you go. Same goes. This is the Volvo design. I mean, this could slide all the way, but then Keegan has the cigarette lighter USB port here. So two cups, one deeper, one shallower. Okay, and then you can slide this. It is rubber surface, so you put your stuff, it won't slide around. And I really like this material. I don't know what's it called. It feels like metal. It's not metal. It's not plastic either. I can't tell what it is, but you see the lines, but I can actually feel the lines with my finger. I like it. I like it a lot, this surfacing. Okay, so that's the center armrest. Okay, you got a USB port here, nothing much. I think it fits CDs as well, straightaways. This is unusually thick and a bit heavy. Oh, because it slides. Nice. Very comfortable. Very comfortable. Nice. Alright, so oh, gimbal, what are you doing, gimbal? The lights there. No sunglass holder again. I have to say, this type of cars, right, they appeal to ladies a lot and they love their sunglass holders. So, but they can put elsewhere, you know, the behind the waterfall dash. It almost looks like a frameless mirror, but there is a little bit of frame, but the frame looks not the usual black color type, so it looks really good. Even though it's not like super frameless, it looks really good. Alright, visibility. In terms of visibility of the car, here it would block a little bit because of the slanted A-pillar for the, you know, very sleek design, but they try to make it angled towards my side so that it doesn't occupy that much space to give that kind of strength that Volvo cars give. Alright, so let's go to the back seats. Oops, I forgot this. You get you get powered seats and memory seats. Alright, for the front driver, and let's see whether you get it for the front passenger as well. Yes, you do. Powered but not memory seats. Alright, for the passenger. And another thing I forgot to show you, but I can't when I was seated in there. Those, yeah, come with the Polestar version. And then you get this really nice door sill. Performance by Polestar. Alright, super cool, huh? Let's go to the rear seats. This is where the V40 won't really shine. Okay, I am 5'11". I hope you can see. I am 5'11", and that's the leg room I get. That's my sitting position. Now the rear passengers, wait, let me angle it upwards. Can you see me now? The rear passengers have a higher sitting position than the front passengers, so to give better visibility. It's quite amazing they're able to do this because the roof line looks super sleek. Even though they heighten the rear seats, my head is barely touching. Alright, let's show you. Almost there. I get like a finger's, yeah, one finger headroom. But of course I can slouch a bit. Most people will slouch when they sit at the back. When you slouch, you get 2 fingers. Okay, and let's have a look at this part. The middle seats. You don't get rear aircon vents, but actually there's no reason to have rear aircon vents for a small hatchback. Alright, the middle seats has to be the most awkward middle seat in the business. First of all, I can't really place my, wait, let me show you. I can't place my foot in between this space. Alright, it's not big enough for my feet, and I can't step on top of that, so I have to slot my feet underneath the front seats, okay, a bit slightly. And then you have a center tunnel that is not exactly shy to show its thickness. It's quite big. And then you get this really weird thing. Let me show you. There's the cup holder there. Alright, right where your balls are. Imagine you're sitting in the middle, and then both of your passengers have like a drink, and then let me try if it's even possible. Okay, so I'm seated here. Alright, and someone is beside me, and then they'll be like I don't know. Can you see how awkward it would be? I'm just exaggerating because you could have put there as well. All right, but it's a bit cute, lah, huh? It's a bit cute to have it here. And can you grab my drink? You know, it's like, then they put it back here. They'll be sitting here, and then So it's more like a 4-seater actually, because look at the rear, the middle part is really tiny. If I sit here, my big butt will be covering from here to here. Alright, and then you get armrest. They could have integrated the cup holders here, right? I don't know why. Maybe it's just cute. It is quite cute actually. Alright, and the rear seats itself, wow, gimbal, what are you doing, gimbal? Okay, it's alright. It's a bit upright in terms of seating, but then it's a hatchback. Alright, Euro hatchbacks were small back then. All of them are, and this guy still is. There's a nice compartment here. Alright, for rear passengers. So if you're a small family, 2 kids, it's fantastic. Alright, it works well enough. They don't have the booster seats. Alright. There's the boot. Decent size. I wouldn't say it's rivaling a Volkswagen Golf or something like that. But oh, there's a nice high quality rubber handle. Do you even need that? I don't know. Is this... Oh, that's the splitter as well. Right, so you get some compartments. There's a lot of compartment in here. You can put a lot of stuff, but not big stuff, small ones. A lot of them. Plenty. Okay. I don't know why, but the rear part here is unusually high quality compared to the usual Germans. Thick carpets and all that. Yeah, unusually high quality, the back here. You don't get a tonneau cover because it's not exactly a deep boot. It's not a wagon either. You could remove this parcel shelf. Alright, so that's the boot. Simple and nice. Not very big, not the biggest. And because they need to have that sleek design. Okay, so I'm gonna walk over here and let you have a good look of the car. That's the exterior. It remains exactly the same as per how it looks, so you can't tell it's a Polestar from the front. You cannot tell it, alright? So it still houses the previous Volvo logo, alright? So I love the rims. The rims are really beautiful, okay? It's very nice. 19-inch, 235, 35, 19. Lovely. P0s, man. It's P0. This black cover for the side mirrors, and then that's the side profile of the car. You notice that line there? I really like this part. This little part that swerves upwards. You know, it's a nice design detail. So I like the profile of the car a lot. It is very sleek. Very, very sleek. It's way better looking than the Golf, but then the Golf is very practical in terms of interior packaging. Okay, so that's the sides. And then for the Polestar variant, you get these guys, the spoilers, right? The little winglets on top of the spoiler. So it's like, oh, yo, I heard you like spoilers, so I put spoilers on your spoiler, you know. So these are Polestar exhausts. It's a bit dirty now. I don't think you can see the wording, but there's actually a Polestar word there. And the rear diffusers. And mind you, all these parts, they do function. It's not just for show. Okay? Actually, the V40 is a very good looking car. I mean, Volvo could have updated it with some really more modern LED tail lights, you know, just to look sleeker, nicer. That shark fin antenna. So there you go. This is the exterior of the car. Alright, it's a good looker. And 240,000 for 253 horsepower. Lovely. I always like cars where their horsepower, when you times 1,000, is higher than their selling price, which means it's good. Okay, 1,000 ringgit for 1 horsepower. So it's good. Nice car. Keyless entry. So when you look at it's really hot outside. So when you look at the competition, 240k, you get a base not base lah. Okay, you get the new A4. You get some 320i's. Oh, you get the 330E. That car is superb. Not as powerful as this. Yeah, man. But if you want a hot hatch, if you want something special, this feels more special. But come on, the 330E is just the handling. Yeah, but in terms of hot hatch, this is special enough, I would say. I mean, for Volvo, I mean, some people like the image of driving a Volvo. When you drive a Volvo, right, people don't feel that you are intimidating. They will let you merge into traffic. They won't stop you like, BMW wants to cut me in. I'm not going to let you pass. You know, people don't do that to Volvo drivers. And super unassuming, super duper unassuming. Yeah, people can't tell you're a racer boy if you drive a Volvo V40 T5 Polestar. Special car. Alright, but it's not, it doesn't feel like an all-out balls-out car. It's almost like a Impreza WRX version, not the STI yet, you know. So that's how it feels. Solid interior, very solid interior, lovely. Not as spacious as rivals. Yeah, but in terms of hatches, how many? What do you get out there for this price in terms of hot hatch? Get an A200. The Mercedes A200. I don't like that car at all. Then you have Golf GTIs. I don't know whether they still sell it or not. And yeah, that's about it. Not much out there in terms of hatches. Yep. Alright. Alright, in most cars, when you have 3 persons sitting abreast, right, the cup holders are hidden in the rear armrest, right? So like, say for example, this is 1 cup of hot coffee. Okay, let's have hot coffee.
Hot coffee, huh?
Cold as Coca-Cola 100 plus, right?
In between
and
the legs.
And then now we're in the car, you know, traveling. I want to use the cup holders. Volvo is genius because Naim.
There you go.
Okay, there you go. There's a
Wunderbar.
cup holder. We still get cup holders when 3 persons are sitting abreast. So that's where they put the cup holders in between your.
Yeah.
It'd be nice
In
if
between
you,
the private region, so yeah.
whether it's hot or cold, it might
Should I
be
put on the
comfortable.
left one or the right one?
Whatever you like.
They say the left ball is bigger, right? So I
That's
put
true,
on
actually.
Alright.
So gay.
Oh my god, I feel like James Bean, man.